Hello, good morning. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to stay, I don't like the word motivated because I feel like motivation is not a realistic term. I guess disciplined is something that I feel I relate a little bit more to in terms of whatever it is that you need to commit to in your life. So I am an online fitness coach who was never really into fitness, but I have found a passion through that, and a lot of that has stemmed from personal development. And as a coach in our network, one of our daily vital behaviors is doing some sort of personal development, however you learn best. So whether it's listening to a podcast, for me, I like to read. I like to highlight. I like to take notes. I always pray before I read. I read Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod almost 3 years ago, and it is how I start every day. So Hal talks about your savers. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't look at your phone. You sit in silence, pray, meditate. You do positive affirmations. You visualize the life that you want. You exercise, you read, and you scribe or journal. And so this is how I start every single day. I don't necessarily do them in the order of the SAVERS, but I do these things every single day. The prayer, the reading, the journaling is something that I have found to be crucial when it comes to wanting to live a better life. I have been a coach for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in March. And I have watched so many coaches come and go through this business, whether on my team, on my coach's team, my original coach. And I think that so many times people don't necessarily understand what it takes to build your own business. And I have a management and marketing degree, and I remember my business law classes, my business ethics classes talking about, it takes 3 to 5 years to build a good business. I'm just coming up on 3 years of being a business owner, and I've had a lot of things happen within that time that have set me back a little bit between health and family issues and things like that. So I think the one thing that I really took from my personal development this morning is that it takes often 20 no's to get a yes. And so often we get so stuck on that no. I was in outside sales and marketing, radio. I own my own insurance business before my grandpa died, and I needed a change. So no has always been a big part of my sales experience, and I think that's why I continue to push through in this business because I know that it takes so many no's before you're going to hear that yes. And oftentimes we get so caught up on that because we think that people are rejecting us, or they think maybe we didn't do something right. And I really wanted to share with you today my reasonings for why I continue to push through in my business, and why I hope that whatever that thing is that calls you, that you can understand how important it is to push through that no and to take the emotion out of it. And I know that as a business owner, when you find that thing that fuels you, my business has brought me back to God. I continue to grow in my faith every single day. And that is something that pushes me. I want to help people grow in their faith and their fitness the way that I have, because it has completely changed everything about my life. But sometimes it's hard to, not sometimes, all the time, you start this new adventure and you don't really know what to expect, but you know that you're excited about it. And then, right out the gate, you ask people to join you, and especially your warm market, your family, your friends, the people that you think are going to support you in your journey. Oftentimes they want to watch you for a while. They're not all about like, sounds kind of hokey. And so you're instantly defeated when someone you love or is your friend doesn't necessarily want to support you. They don't feel that excitement like you feel. And it's really common. It happens all the time. Very few of my family or close friends are in my workout group. The ladies who work out with me have become, close friends, but there's not too many people that I have even asked to invest as a coach or invest in my challenge group, because they know that they can always come to me and I'm going to be here for them. But I don't want to rely on my warm market to build my business, because I know that I need to push outside of my comfort zone. I know that I need to be comfortable about growing my Instagram, which I'm not necessarily, or Facebook, and having conversations with people who I don't really know. I want to build that relationship, but so often, you send someone a message and they don't respond to you. I send messages every day to people who watch my stories. They like my posts. Some of them, every time I update my story, they watch it. Every post I post, they like it. But I will message them and they completely ignore me. But I don't take that personally anymore. I've done enough personal development to know, I've been in this network long enough to know, and I've listened to coaches who have been in this longer than me to know that what we do, it's a big deal. Someone wants to watch you. They want to make sure that you are going to stick with them through this journey when they decide to take it. So a ghost message now or a no now is just that. It's a not now. It doesn't mean no forever. If someone is really not wanting to participate in what you're doing, they're gonna say, you know what, I don't want to work out with you. And I've had that happen. I don't want to coach with you. I'm just supporting you on your journey. And I'm completely fine with that. I want to work with people who want to work with me. I want to help women who are ready to help themselves. And if they're not ready at the time that they join, I'm not going to be able to do anything for them as their coach to help them get to that point, because we have to take that responsibility ourselves. We have to get to the point where we become disciplined enough that we're ready to do those things. And some people go way faster than others. That's the beauty of life, right? We get to meet all of these people who are different than us. Maybe some people have some similarities, but we're all unique individuals. God gave us each unique and individual gifts, and some of us just cling to things faster. For me, having experience in sales, I know that when you're truly wanting someone to join you for the right reasons, you're willing to wait for them to have it be the right time for them. And I think that if you're trying to build a business, no matter what it is, you really need to understand that sometimes you're gonna have to go through 1,000 people before you ever find that one who is truly going to be your dream coach or your dream client or your dream customer. And that's okay, because when we find that one person or those few people who think like we think, who want what we want, who believe like we believe, they're going to be with us forever. They're going to want to do the things that we want to do. And I find that out the more I'm in my business, the more I, reach out to potential coaches. I don't just ask everyone to join my coaching team because I don't want to work with just anyone. I don't want to work with people on my coaching team specifically who are going to make fun of my relationship with God. I don't want to have to feel like I can't share that in my team page when we're doing live trainings or team calls or things like that. I want to work with people who have that similar faith. Maybe they're not at the level that I am. I don't care about that. I just don't want to feel like I can't share my love of Jesus in my team page because it may make someone feel uncomfortable. So that is something that's really important to me. So you have to find that thing that's really important to you. You have to figure out who that person is that you really want to work with. And you have to take the emotion out of the ask. I send invites to people every single day. Some of them I have invited 5 times. Some of them I have invited 10 times. Some of them I've invited probably 20 times over the past 3 years. And the cool thing is, one of the, I can't call her a lady, she's younger than me, but one of the girls that I've been talking to off and on for the past couple years, she just joined my coaching team. She's on fire, she's excited, and that's what it's about. I have another coach, she watched me for 2 years before she joined our coaching team. That's what it's about. we're forming relationships. We don't want someone to just, come in and then get freaked out about it and quit. I've had that happen. I had it happen to me last week. So we just really want to make sure that we are meeting people where they are in their journey. We're offering them the gift that you have to offer them, whatever that may be, but you have to make sure that you're meeting them where they are. If they get super overwhelmed by a bunch of training, maybe, limit that at first. There are others who want all the information right up front so they can do their own thing. You really have to make sure you're asking questions and meeting people where they are. It's the same in their fitness journey. Someone who hasn't ever worked out before probably isn't going to want to start with the workout that I'm doing, and I would never recommend that for them. It has to be right for them, or they're going to get psyched out and they're going to quit. So the point of this is just, if you feel a passion in your heart and you're scared, it's completely normal. I still have questions in my life or in times of my business where, is this really the right place for me? But I feel called every single day to be here, to continue to ask the question, are you interested in joining my team? To those people who I feel would be a huge benefit to us, to help all of the people that we want to help. And so just don't give up on that dream. You're going to go through 1,000 no's until you get to that yes, but that yes is going to stay with you. She's going to do all the things that you want her to do that excite you about your growing business, about whatever, that thing is that fuels your soul. And just remember that my favorite verse, I had it tattooed on my arm, it's 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. It says, "For God did not give her the spirit of fear, but the power of love and self-discipline." God did not give her the spirit of fear, but the power of love and self-discipline. And he was talking to Timothy when Paul was trying to train him to take over towards the end of his life. And, that's a hard job, And so what we do when we're building a business isn't easy. So don't give up on that dream. Don't falter on your dream just because you get 1,000 no's or 2,000 no's. Keep fighting that good fight, because when you find that person that is meant to join you, you guys are going to change each other's lives. You're going to do really cool things, and it becomes super duper exciting. And this journey is slow. Building something that's going to last, it's slow, it's process. Having a failure in your business doesn't mean you failed. Just fail forward. John C. Maxwell wrote a book about that entire concept. And so read personal development, listen to a podcast, pray, find something that is going to fuel you, and do it every day. Journal, write out your thoughts, your frustrations, the things you need to work through, how you're going to rock your day, what you're grateful for. And always keep that reminder of your why. Simon Sinek says people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. My business has completely changed my life. This platform, these workouts, this online accountability has completely changed everything about my life for the better. And I will continue to share it until the good Lord tells me that I don't need to share it anymore, which hopefully will be when I'm 100 and getting ready to go into my grave. So I just had to share that with you. Don't get frustrated. Don't get down on yourself. It happens to all of us. What you're doing is worthwhile. Just make sure that you're always putting your faith where it needs to go, letting him lead and guide you in your direction. And sometimes that gets really uncomfortable. I can completely relate to that. But what he has for us is way better than what we can ever imagine for ourselves. So just keep the faith, keep doing what you're doing, and know that what you have to offer is a gift. And so I just had to share with you. Take care and God bless.